Convinced perhaps the most radical expression of the Zapatistas is the expression in which they said, we, the Zapatistas, are just ordinary men and women, and because of that we are non-conformists, rebels and dreamers. The very moment in which we say this, we create kind of concern in the people. Yes, this is a moment in which we need to learn from the people. The common folks, the ordinary men and women, they are those that always made the revolutions.
Sure.
And this is the ones that are today reacting. There is a very well-known story now. There is this Zapatista village, and they started to be harassed by villagers of the non-Zapatista village, a few kilometers away. They started with the small things, stealing a chicken or something like that. But then they started to escalate, and they started to negotiate and to talk and to talk and to talk for 10 years. After 10 years, and the harassment was increasing, stealing the whole coffee crop and these kind of things, harassing the women, etc. There is a moment in which the whole village take the decision of giving the village to the other guys. And they call the media and call the authorities and saying, after 10 years of dialogue and negotiation, we cannot have a peaceful life here. Then we are leaving the place. We are giving all our homes to them. We are abandoning the village. We are taking our things to another place. They went to 10 kilometers from that place. And with the support of other Zapatista communities, they started to create the new village. Well, in that second village, the same guys came, now with weapons, and started to attack them. I was telling you this story because we talked with them. We have the videotape of these guys. And what they said in that moment is, we cannot be angry with these guys. We cannot hate them. They are confused brothers. Confused brothers, those attacking you and dispossessing you of your own things. Your brothers. Yes, what the problem is, what is behind them. What allows them and push them into doing these terrible things. The government has been trying to destroy the Zapatistas for 20 years, day after day. They are not so comfortable with them.
Yeah.
They are attacking them permanently and using the combination of paramilitaries every day,
sure,
and even more than paramilitary social services, buying Zapatistas. You have now thousands of people living with money from the government, doing exactly nothing. They are subsidized to have food and shelter and tractors and everything, just to buy Zapatistas and destroy the Zapatistas. First, they are really trying. Second, it is very well known that the government is very interested in selling the Selva Lacandona because it is full of oil and uranium and many other things on the subsoil. Then they want, like in many other areas of Mexico, to sell this area. Perhaps you know that 40% of Mexico has been already sold in 50 years concessions to companies. They want to do that because that is a very rich territory, not for smallholders, for campesinos, but for mining, and even for the other area of concessions, that is ecological setting, ecology and setting for hotels and these kind of things. No, the government is interested in something else. The other point is that the problem for the government and the corporations is that the Zapatistas are a source of inspiration. They are not contained in just Chiapas. Then many other people around the world, but very clearly in Mexico, are inspired by the Zapatistas and are reproducing this around Mexico. And what you see is that in many different ways, without the conditions with the Zapatistas, yes, the Zapatistas are the best example for all of us, but you can see here in Oaxaca and all over Mexico and in other parts, a kind of similar attitude that implies basically What we talk about the political mutation coming from the struggle for land to territorial defense. That is a different kind of thing. I would say that what we have learned, not only with Zapatistas here in Oaxaca, is that your resistance will succeed only if you are creating something new.
Yes.
If you are just saying no, you will lose sooner than later.
Yeah.
They will corrupt the people, they will buy the people, whatever. Then what we are seeing is that the people are really creating something new.